How's everybody doing this fine Saturday morning? Hopefully everybody's watching the Flintstones and their favorite cartoons. That's my childhood memories. I remember on Saturday I'd be up at like 5 a.m. and just watch cartoons till like 12, or I think they shut off at like 10 or 11, but man, I watched them all. I watched, oh, Mr. Magoo, you've done it again. That was a good one, Mr. Magoo. Of course, you got the Jetsons, the Flintstones, and then you got, the kids, how they did all the spin-offs, like the baby Flintstones, and yeah, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, you know what I'm saying? Alright, well, this is Steven. I hope everybody has a great day today, Saturday, December 5th, only 20 days away from Christmas. So it's a great time right now to be alive. I hope everybody enjoys this broadcast because I'm going to kick the shit out of the New York Mets, and I'm going to be playing in New York Yankees Stadium. So, welcome to the show. I'm about to put on a hitting clinic, and defense, pitching, superb. Alright, brothers and sisters. Peace. One love. Aloha.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the New York Mets and the San Francisco Giants. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Johnny Cueto, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He will lead this one off today.
The center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And now pitch on the way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Digging in, Michael Conforto. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Cueto, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder that for the most informative, up-to-date, and exciting baseball content on the web, log on to MLB.com. Hey fans, for the latest Major League hats, jerseys, outerwear, memorabilia, and much more, don't forget to visit our team shop here at the stadium or online at MLBShop.com.
One out, nobody on. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Bases are empty, one man out. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
J.D. Davis the next at bat.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
So it was a swinging strike 3. J.D. Davis is the second out of the opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat. Yoenis Cespedes is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0 from the stretch. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. There is Crawford on the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his 3 pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96. Great slider and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all 3 of his pitches at any time.
So stepping in, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
0-1.
Oh and 1, here it comes. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Oh, look at that stop. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting first, the left fielder, Alex Dickerson.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next it'll be Alex Dickerson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Cespedes, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Here's Buster Posey now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
The 0-1 offering. Hit back up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Hey, not an easy thing to do early against this good pitcher, Hero. Base hit and a 1-0 lead right away.
As an offense, they talked about this, wanting to get to this guy early before he settles in. When they grab their gloves to go out on defense, they know they got a lead on their hands.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Posey, the runner at first with 2 gone. High in the air out to center field.
Nimmo in pursuit.
He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Giants 1 and the Mets 0. Second inning set to go, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Pete Alonso. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Andres Gimenez the next to bat as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Down and away, ball one. One and two now. Here's the pitch. Turned on down the line, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To Crawford for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Evan Longoria. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Cespedes. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting seven, the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Stepping up to the plate, Brandon Crawford. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and one strike. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Batting it, the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Into the box, Mauricio Dubon will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
High in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
And that retires the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob deGrom. Ground ball right side. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Out in front of it, strike 1.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Longoria's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Giants on top, 1-0. Stepping in, Johnny Cueto, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The pitcher, Johnny.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Next to bat for the Giants, Mike Yastrzemski. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
0-1 pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
At the plate, Donovan Solano. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Cespedes will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Alex Dickerson.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. First offering on its way. Back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. From the belt, the pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And this one bounds around against the wall. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. But bye-bye, baby. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. We played 3 full. It's now 2-0 San Francisco. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.D. Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. And Cueto starts him out with strike 1. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Cano waiting on the 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The 3 of us are back with more following this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here. First pitch of the at-bat.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Here's the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now here's a swing by Belt, and he gets a lot of this one. Out to deep right field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run here for Brandon Belt, as the Giants have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now batting.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Nimmo is right there, one down.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
So one away here with the bases empty.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting shortstop and San Francisco Bay Area native Brandon Crawford.
Way late on the fastball for strike one.
If this offense is going to be this aggressive, I'm going to expect this pitcher and catcher combo to expand the zone.
Popped him up. Davis is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The center fielder, number 1, Mauricio Dubon.
Now at the plate, Mauricio Dubon. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Cespedes. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One for the Giants. It's Brandon Belt. Bye-bye, baby. We're through 4. It's now 3-0 San Francisco.
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Alonso, a 25-year-old. He was taken in the second round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he takes a called strike 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So the base is empty here with 1 away.
And that'll bring Andres Jimenez into bat.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a called strike, 0-1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
The windup and the 0-1. This for the second baseman, Solano. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And that's through for a hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate measures.
Belt will take this one himself, and that ends the inning. Mets leave one. They trail it here 3-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next will be the pitcher, Johnny Cueto.
The pitcher, Johnny.
First pitch on its way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Lifted down the line in left. Cespedes on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Up next to the Giants, the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Mike Yastrzemski. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th.
Now batting, second baseman, Donovan Solano.
So striding in, Donovan Solano. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
In now, Alex Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Comes set, and the 0-1. And Cano with the stop. The throw to first. He's out. Any questions as to why this guy's a Gold Glover? Didn't think so. The 3 of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. So here's Brandon Nimmo, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson's under it. 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Stepping up now, Michael Conforto. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the ball down below the zone, and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
Well, that's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to have the ball hit to one of your fielders, but if you consistently keep the ball down in the zone, good things will happen.
J.D. Davis comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Runners on first with one down. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And Cueto starts him out with strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Oh, and 1. Here it comes.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
0-2 count and the pitch. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up Buster Posey.
The catcher, Buster Posey.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Liner toward right center. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Steven Matz takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 32, Steven Matz.
At the plate now, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Ready on 0-2. Bouncer up the middle. Cano towards second. He's got it. On to first. So he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Standing in, Evan Longoria. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So instead of leading off the following inning, Brandon Crawford bats here after the 2-out hit.
Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford digging in next. He swings and grounds it to short. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
To the plate now, Mauricio Dubon, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Johnny Cueto.
Into the box, Johnny Cueto, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Wilmer Flores will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 41, Wilmer Flores.
Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Robert Gesellman gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Mike Yastrzemski will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the at-bat. Base hit into right center. Flores rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as the lead swells to 7-0.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
So now to the plate, Donovan Solano. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Stepping in now, Alex Dickerson. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. And that's the 3rd out. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. On to the back 3rd here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show.
Cahill is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 53, Trevor Cahill.
7th inning ready to roll and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now. Sent on the ground out to second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
So here's Pete Alonso. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's quickly 0-2. This is foul right side. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Ready now, Andres Gimenez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Weakly hit to third. And a high throw, but he's able to keep anchored on the bag at first, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. And we're back for the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said that top to bottom, his guys have impressed him at the plate. He loves that they're into double-digit hits, but just as much, he's thrilled to see that they've only struck out 1 time. That's impossible to sustain, but it points to the team's incredible focus at the plate right now.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Buster Posey. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses. Badly there, it's 0-1. Aramis Garcia is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Swing and a liner. And that's going to be a base hit, so it's a pinch hit single here to kick off the home half of the 7th.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
At the plate, Brandon Belt. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone. A 2-run home run for the guy they call the baby giraffe, Brandon Belt. His 2nd of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
the plate now, Evan Longoria. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
1 out.
Now back, the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Here comes the first pitch. Down the third baseline. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, oof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
To the plate now, Mauricio Dubon, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Trevor Cahill.
Now batting, Trevor Cahill. Number 33 will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center as the blowout continues. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it. And this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Miguel Castro is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Todd Frazier is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Todd Frazier.
In now, Mike Yastrzemski as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Castro primarily attacks hitters with his sinker, but not your typical sinker. He throws it much harder than most. Hit on the ground to third. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Donovan Solano. He's set and the pitch. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The batter, the left fielder, Alex Dickerson.
Into the box now, Alex Dickerson. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's the 0-1. Hit sharply toward the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Slater rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score as they extend their lead even further.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Into the box, Aramis Garcia. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Bouncer to the left side. Goes to third with it, and they will get the force at third, and that's that. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 8th inning coming up. San Francisco leads this one 12-0. Austin Slater will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Reyes Maranta has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 54, Reyes Maranta.
Next up for New York, Wilson Ramos. He singled his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 0-1 pitch. This for the second baseman, Solano. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The first baseman, number 33, Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. And it's 1-2. Maranta playing here in his age 26 season. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. One out, nobody on. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Standing in now, Brandon Nimmo, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. The bouncer to the left side. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Brandon Belt has gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
At the plate, Evan Longoria, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Conforto moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Brandon.
1 gone here in the Giants' half of the 8th, and stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and oh my! Hit him with the height. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they just continue to pour it on here. At the plate now, Mauricio Dubon. Grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Brad Brock comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
So in now for San Francisco. Luis Basabe will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Luis Basabe.
Grounded to the right. Cano has it. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We've played 8 full. Giants out in front here, 14-0. Arlene Garcia comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Digging in and looking for more, Michael Conforto starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Coming to the plate now, J.D. Davis, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly by Belt. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The left fielder, number 52.
Mets down to their final out now. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy. And Yoenis Cespedes.
And he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. Slater is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
14-0 is the final in this one. The San Francisco Giants jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Johnny Cueto takes home the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The winning pitcher is Johnny Cueto. The loss goes to Jacob deGrom. Time of the ball game, 3 hours.